Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing too crazy, but I'll promise you it'll be a little bit entertaining. You're watching Whiskey Dance. Thanks for joining me. Well, this morning I filmed an episode for Super Clean, if you can't tell by my shirt and hat. Pressure washed the old TDI's engine. It looks so much better. Sorry about the crappy camera work. Hit this wheel too. Didn't have to do any scrubbing whatsoever. And that turned out really nice. This is what it looks like before. Want to see what Minnesota does to rust cars? Ah, that's right. I got another fender to throw it on there. Just obviously occupied with other things. So we got some rain last night. So what I'm gonna do is dry some of this off and maybe put some filler on there, and then we're gonna finish putting this back together. Get the wheel thrown on there so that we're one step closer to getting this thing back on the road. Who knows? Maybe we'll even jump on that. Stay tuned. Here's another thing. Thought about seeing how cool I could make this van before I cut it apart. Do you think we should put the wides on there? I don't know. Maybe paint some flames down it or something. Just screwing around. What do you think? All right, we are almost ready to get this axle slid back in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some old RTV that needs to come off. And then this sat in the garage. Got dirt, organic debris, half a dandelion, you know, whatever on there. So we're gonna spray this with some Super Clean. I wouldn't suggest using water, but you could, I guess, if you put some oil or WD-40 or whatever your spray lubricant preference is. I'm gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna get that RTV off of there, and I'm gonna clean this mating surface down here. You can't see that right there. Yeah. Slide in there nice and slow. Alright, hopefully you can kind of see. Got some JB Weld. It's the high temp RTV is what we will be using because this is high temperature. If you don't know how to open these, on the cap itself, this little puncture thing, press it on there. Good to go. Apply your tip. You got to cut the end off. I like to cut it at a little bit of an angle. And let's zoom in. See if you can't get a better look at what I'm doing. Pretty much you want to go all the way around. But you can't see that. Big hands. I like to go around, all the way around. Every single one of these. And then I tie it together. You don't need a whole lot. Once this is sandwiched in there, it's gonna go everywhere. So I made sure that this surface as well as the axle were extremely clean, because if there's any oil or anything else, this may not stick, and nobody likes to do things twice, so I would suggest getting her clean. Better safe than sorry. Maybe we'll take a break from this. I think it's time to get serious. So, thanks to you guys, I've reached one of my life goals. And it's been a long time coming. I mean, I'm 46 years old. I always told myself, if I got rich, I'd never wear the same pair of socks again. And now that I make an extra $50 a month on YouTube, I'm never gonna wear the same pair of socks twice again. Nope, not gonna flip them inside out and wear them like that, or put the left on the right, right on the left. Nope, I'm just gonna give them away. Maybe some peasant would like to wear them. Yeah, I'm dumb. I don't know. I don't know where I come up with this stuff, but I can't wait to get some new socks later. All right, there it is. I'll goop down there. A little bit does go a long way. Like I said earlier, it's like backing a trailer up. You don't need to crank the wheel all the way one way and back up 6 inches and then crank it all the way the other. Just go a little bit at a time. All right, so we got our axle back in. We got these little centering things. I'm not sure what they're called. Lock washer. We got our nuts on there. And we also got our CC. Tomorrow, me and Bracken Speeds and my other boy, Maverick, are going to watch some drag racing up in Big Fork, Minnesota again. Classic Car Revivals will be there. I think I might stop and see Honest Peyton Speed Shop. If you haven't checked them out, please do. High Octane has his Yeller Mustang, the SN95 LS Swap Turbo. He will be there. He is getting this. Usually when somebody sends me a product, I will give it away. I have some products that are here, showed up yesterday, so we should have a giveaway probably next week. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this up, then we'll put the tires. Well, I gotta jack it up a little bit. We'll put the tires on it on this side, throw the lug nuts on it, and call it good. These got weird lug nuts. This holds the inside wheel in, okay, and then you put your outside dual on, and then this lug nut will hold that. So, and that goes on this, which I don't know. If you haven't been on a farm or near a truck, well, this is the way they used to be. I think they're called hub pilots, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let me get this finished. All right, so it started to sprinkle, so we're gonna move in here for a little bit. I can start prepping this, getting everything out of it. I need to pull the box off, which is incredibly hard to do by yourself, but I can do it. So, guess we'll hang out in here for a little bit. Tires back on. Still need to tighten the outer lug nuts, and I am missing one, which is kind of peculiar, but I think I know who did it because they may have left some evidence behind. I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but I think I know who did it. He's at school right now. He's a 4-year-old that likes to help Daddy, so I can't be mad at him. That's what happens when you don't pick your stuff up. I got a huge mess over here from doing some flooring and whatever else, but I got all this sides. I would just steal one of this one, but these are reverse thread, so passenger side would be normal. All I had to do was look a little bit harder. Oh, there you are. Hello. How have you been? I've missed you. Well, for the life of me, I can't find my 3/4 to 1/2 inch adapter. So, can't tighten these by hand anymore. And I don't have an extension. So, until I find that, this is at a standstill. But we can do the body work on the fender now. Sweet. Might as well do that, huh? All right, I got this side back together. It's starting to get warm out. That took those springs in there. If you don't have the right tools to do it, it ain't no fun. And yeah, channel locks and needle nose and screwdrivers and vice grips and whatever else. Finally got it, but at least I'm not bleeding anywhere, so that's a bonus. We'll throw this other tire on, get the lug nuts finger tight, and then probably pop that jack out of there. I still need to do brake lines on the rears. And then I need to pull this front tire off over here. For some reason, when I was bleeding it, it started to pump stuff out and then it stopped. So I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. Hopefully it's just a chunk of something in there and I can blow it out and put it back together and bleed it and be good to go. But we'll see. More than likely it's a wheel seal or I don't know, something that's impossible to find now. So we'll get it figured out. Well, we got this side back together, minus tightening the outer lug nuts. That body filler that I put on a little earlier, this stuff is dry. This is dry. I haven't filled that in yet, but I'm probably gonna mix a little bit more up, knock the top out, and then yeah, maybe we can get it looking like this real soon. All right, what do we have left on here? I need to finish figuring out the brake on the front. I need brake lines in the rear. The two short ones that go from the top to the bottom, because they got 2 wheel cylinders or whatever on each side. What else we got to do? Throw a couple of bolts in the bed. I have to wire the tail lights as well as our lights down here. I need to finish. I got one bracket that I need to put in there. I'm not sure where I'm going to get one yet. I did buy a trailer the other day that I could probably steal it off of, but then I'm just going to have to find another one. So hopefully David from Classic Car Revivals has one. I got all this mud kind of thrown in here. We're going to let that dry. It started setting up right at the end, so it kind of looks like crap. So I'm going to sand all that off, put a little bit more in there, smooth it out. I'm sure it's going to take another 2-3 coats to get it to look good. I think that is about it. I just got to line a truck up and yeah, take her down to Texas. Getting a whole lot closer. I am going to work on it a couple more hours today, but I'm not going to record it. This stuff is kind of boring, so anything else? Yeah, we might as well do the outro quick. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We got quite a bit of stuff done today. You know, not as much as a guy would want, but it seems like that's always the case. Yeah, hopefully we can drive that next weekend. I don't see any reason why we can't. I recorded a video earlier for Super Clean. I'll probably just put that at the end of this video too. If somebody wants to watch it, great. If not, we'll see you next time. I think we are going to screw around with this a little bit this week. See if I can get those wheels on there. Why not? I think it'll look fun. I don't know what I'm doing with that van yet, or that green 49. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm either going to push it off to the side and get after it once the Camaro is done, once that shows up, because I mean, I got lots of projects. I really don't need to be starting another one. So I'm sure you guys completely understand. Don't forget to check out all of my friends, especially Treetop Garage. He's trying to get 1,000 subs. So close. I think he's at, like, I don't know, last time I checked was yesterday, maybe the day before. 706, I think, is what he's at. So it ain't gonna take him long, but with you guys' help, it might not take him as long at all. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Go check out Classic Car Revivals. That's my brother. I'm gonna go watch some racing with the boys tomorrow. That should be a good time. Gonna have a bunch of people there. Arco from Outlaw Edge will be there, and I may stop and see Peyton from Honest Peyton Speed Shop. This is my favorite shirt to wear out here and just trash, but yeah, it's actually not that bad this time. So thanks for joining me. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Get out and work on something, or at least think about working on something. Bye. Feeding the bulldogs baked beans. This should be a good time in about an hour.